listen, direction for your ambition.
New narrative, it's the community coalition. Hey, enjoy it.
Yo,
We've been
slapping too long. Unity
in the community.
That's how we rise up.
Empowerment.
Knowledge is let's wise up.
No more fighting as individuals.
We municipal.
Change the forecast.
This the podcast to listen to.
You got a vision?
We got a vision.
Let's make it visible.
Say we gotta fight for our rights.
Man, enlist me.
All bite, no bark.
Real talk 360.
Real Talk 360.
Yo. What's going on?
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. I can't call it. Hey, you see how the music energizes you, man?
It does. It does. Best intro in the game, man. Best intro in the game.
Man.
Okay,
Yeah.
Shout out.
How y'all doing? My name is Jamel Lott. I'm Jackie's oldest son, and we back here.
Yes, sir.
We ain't been here in a minute, but we back for the first time.
Yeah.
This is Real Talk 360. And the company is 119 Media Group, and we're here tonight.
All
right, we need you to go subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe.
What I really need y'all... Yeah, say it again.
Yeah,
bro.
we need you to go on YouTube, subscribe, 119 Media Group.
Yeah, and like
Like the
and share
shows. Got a nice catalog of shows,
Yeah.
diverse group of people where, we just do what we do.
Yep.
Real talk.
Real Talk.
Oh. And people on Facebook, please go and share this to your page. Share this to your...
Social minstrels.
And share all that.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
You know what I mean?
You share a lot more garbage. Share something positive, uplifting. For real.
Yeah, share it.
Yeah. Share something positive.
How y'all doing, man?
Hey, beautiful.
And on my left,
Happy holidays.
Hey, it's me. Happy holidays, man. It's Dorian McAllister representing Timminsville 843. Timminsville in the building. Whirlwinds till I die. You know what I'm saying? Woo.
and on the left in front of me.
Let's get it. Marion County's own. Right there in Marion, but also putting on for sitting there in Terrell's Bay.
Sitting there.
Corey Grant. What's happening, y'all?
And on the right in the front.
Hey, this your boy, Mr. 973 to the 843. Your boy T, always here, back in the building as always.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I know y'all some holiday people.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Yes,
So
sir.
tell me, man.
Merry Christmas, baby. Of the year. Shorty treat
They got y'all.
Yeah.
They got y'all.
Ever since I was born into the United States of
So
America.
what did y'all do over there?
Oh, we had family. It was a festive environment. We built gingerbread houses.
Gingerbread.
Yeah, I played some a game that was like charades or whatever,
Yeah.
but it had the letters, the acronyms. So
Okay.
you had to figure out what the acronyms
Okay.
were. So I forget the name of it, but that was a dope game that we played. And it was just family. I like when grandmas are around, man.
Yeah.
My young ones are blessed to have their grandparents still around.
Hey, that's a blessing, man.
It is, man.
That's a blessing.
And I like when grandparents are around, man. It brings a
You
different
just
vibe.
wanted to make that pie.
Yeah, you
That's why
get better food with grandparents. You get
wanted
better
to make
food
that-
with grandparents
yeah,
around.
shut up.
That too.
What's that cake? That's the fruit cake, man.
Yeah, fruit
No. We didn't have
Yeah,
one.
don't eat no fruitcake.
You made the fruit cake, man.
bruh.
You wanted the fruit cake.
We didn't
Cake
have
nasty,
one of them.
Yo.
Yeah.
And Dory,
Yo.
man, what y'all do over there?
Hey, man, for real, we did a Christmas brunch, man. We started about 12:30. We did a brunch. We did karaoke because I come from a singing family. They think they can sing.
Nah,
But,
y'all probably can sing.
But we did karaoke, man, and we had a blast, man. I had my sisters over there and my brother, and it was smaller, but it was good. It was small, but it was good. Yeah, the right people.
There you go.
Hey, yo. So now these days, right? They don't eat breakfast no more. They don't eat lunch no more. They just don't eat no time to brunch.
Brunch.
It ain't even no Christmas dinner no more. It's brunch. Thanksgiving really is. What's Thanksgiving? If you eat at 2:00, that's brunch. That ain't Thanksgiving dinner.
No, wait,
No.
Brunch is breakfast and lunch, so that's before noon typically.
Yeah, it's got to be before noon.
But
Yeah.
if you get up late, your breakfast start at 12.
I don't want no grits. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want no grits. You know,
They can't call it brunch.
give me some
After 12,
chicken,
You can't call it
some
brunch.
fried fish, and then we'll call it brunch.
Yeah, you can call it lunch, a heavy lunch.
Do you still eat breakfast?
Depends on
Not if I wake up too late. Man.
Because you be at a lot of brunches.
Yeah, not if I wake up late. I ain't,
Just depends on. I don't live to eat.
No.
I eat to live.
Oh, philosophical.
So if I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah,
If I'm not, then I ain't. That's just how that go.
Brunch is a vibe, though. I want music playing when I'm eating grits.
My wife love it.
When I eat grits and eggs, I want the DJ in the background.
Hey, yo.
But you probably have some mimosas.
Oh,
too.
yeah. Unlimited at the house the other day.
There you go.
That's just
Mimosa
our-
tower.
That's just the earlier chance to get drunk. Hey.
Yep.
Hey, yo, I don't like no loud music when I eat.
Loud, but background, I like it.
Put your body on the floor.
It got me like this.
No.
man, no.
I don't want to hear Luke blasted or nothing like that. But I mean, it's a vibe.
Sorry, how you doing, man? How did the holidays go for you?
You know, I'm not really a Christmas or Thanksgiving people. I just like the family atmosphere. But that was simple, man. Like I said, we just made sure, me and the wife made sure the kids had something. And, you know, we didn't partake in the actual festivities like that. We just have, you know, our regular breakfast and make sure the kids got, you know, what they want. We can't take away their innocence so early yet. They still believe in Santa Claus and stuff. So
That's right.
So we let that live right now.
That's right.
I just want the people out there know that I will take it away innocent.
Let it live.
I will take it away at an early age.
Let it live.
I will take it away.
Let them live. I gotta
Let it live.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't giving nobody no more credit. Santa Claus did not bring this. Daddy is Santa Claus.
Let it live, man.
Hey,
I ain't mad at nobody for doing what they got to do how they want to do what they do.
That's
do what you gotta
crazy,
do to make
man.
yourself happy.
Yo, so everybody out there, man, I know y'all see the headlines, man. We had a great, was it the Saturday? 2 weeks ago, we had a great podcast.
Oh yeah.
And it dropped last week. And I'd like to thank everybody that went and subscribed to YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody that hit that like button.
Yeah.
Right now we at like 17,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. that's
So
a
we
lot.
trying to get it up to be up that. We need to get in the 50 grand, man. We from the PD,
Hey,
man.
we can
Where
do
you
that
from?
too.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Yeah.
So don't let the people on the outside beat us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man?
And listen, we small name. You know, we trying to get up there too, man. I know all the people with the popular names got podcasts and y'all liking and following and all that
Yeah.
viewing it.
Yeah.
Yo, view us, man. We stand behind our name. Real talk.
Yeah, real talk.
We
real
talk
talk.
360.
And you could actually get on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yesterday's price is not the same.
I mean,
Yesterday's
it's
price
the
is
same
not
time.
today's
But I'm
price.
saying, this is something you could get on.
Yeah.
Truly interact. Like I said, we see your comments. So we bring up your comments on our what's the name. So once we start blowing even more, don't be trying to sneak in then.
We'll still take it.
Yeah.
Straight up.
As long as you got something to talk about.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, like you said, we had a great podcast with Charleston White, and we went over a lot of stuff. A lot of people said that they didn't really know that dude was like that, so they wanted him to be. I guess they was shocked when he wasn't talking like he usually talked.
Like the character.
Yeah.
Like he says, that's what he does to get the likes, the views. That's what he does to get the attention.
He monetized ignorance. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So I'm gonna start with you, Corey.
I'm an ace. So I'm used
Ace.
to it.
Okay.
Hey.
Out of the podcast that we did with Dude, what was your something that you remember that you could bring back right now that stuck with you
That stuck with me. It
or
was
that you liked?
one that I like. I like that he was. He seemed to that he said he was coming back. You know, we got that documented. He said he was coming back. So I hope that we can get him on so we can actually finish. I thought that we were on our way to having a more in depth and a deep conversation. I was disappointed to say the least, and that it ended a little premature. Because we were just, I think, scratching the surface and getting to know each other and just vibing off of that at first. Because, after being there and wait for a little while, when he arrived, we want to get that feel. And then we were going to get into a lot of, and we might have got some of the antics had we continued the conversation and everything like that. So the fact that we got him to say that he enjoyed it, he liked our vibe, he liked our setup, liked our show, he appreciated us, and that he would like to come back on the show. Yeah. And give us more time in which he initially had agreed to. So I'm looking forward, and I like that.
Yeah.
Yo, so Tori, while we were talking, why you looking so serious, man?
Joe was in deep thought.
I'm waiting for the question.
Yeah, he was in deep thought. Just
Yeah,
now,
I
too.
was,
He was
I'm absorbing. I was absorbing
waiting.
what he was saying and listening again.
Yeah, that's
Now,
just the
Dory,
first
which one of y'all said, when my man said, when he said, your image, was that you?
Yes, that
Yes,
was me.
yeah.
And what was the question?
What did
I said, what image are you trying to portray? What image are you trying to put out there? Actually, that's the question I said.
And what did he say?
Oh, I forgot what his actual words. I forgot his actual words. What he said.
He trying to destroy
image. Yes, that's what he said.
Yeah. And why you think you're trying to destroy image? Why should you, to this day, why should you destroy image?
Because it could be propaganda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be propaganda. Yeah. Because what I take away from the podcast and the people that I spoke to that viewed it, like feeding off a little bit what Corey said, he said that some of the stuff they thought they was going to see, they didn't see, and they didn't know how intelligent he was until they started hearing him talk on our podcast. So I think we kind of broke the mold a little bit and got inside of the real person that was in there, and he kind of explained that. So I think that's where our podcast differs, and that's what I loved about what I interviewed with Charleston White.
I agree, because if you remember what he said he's whatever he's dealing with at the time.
Yeah.
If he's around a bunch of sheep, he's a sheep. He's around snakes, he's snakes. So it was less about Charleston White and more about who we were that get out of him what he gave us.
And when we talk about the culture in our community, that's what he's about as well.
Yeah.
Him trying to change that.
So that's why I feel like that any guest that we get for our podcast, we're gonna destroy that image that you might have of that person, because you don't know who we bringing up here next.
Right.
We building trying to build a lineup. So that's why I think you should stay tapped in, because this is a podcast that we really trying to get the real side of people and destroy the image that they might have put out there or that you think
I agree.
So I got a question. Should we destroy our culture to rebuild it?
I think we're doing that now. I mean, I don't want that.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think if we could, or but when you say destroy dismantle,
destroy the image that's in when we say culture, because a lot of people take the word culture and wrap up whole things like what's going on now. So the culture what's going on now, it can't last for people after us and kids to have let's say a fruitful life, a fruitful life of intelligence, a fruitful life of morals, things like that. Yeah. So the culture right now, everything that's in the culture, everything that brings us death, right? Mm-hmm. Because right now, to me, our culture brings us death.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Especially when it comes to a certain age. Right. Now, especially the age I'm gonna say the age of like maybe from 18 to 25. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things that we celebrate. Like we said, that we celebrate that's bringing us death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So because that led me to ask, what aspect within our culture right now is being uplifted and is uplifting?
No, nothing about. This is my thought.
That's what I'm saying. So
nothing about the culture is uplifted.
Yeah,
or what we call culture right now.
I mean, you can say that somewhat economically. There's some money going into places that it may not have been in generations before, but how that money is being generated, that's what I think is destroying the culture.
I think really that it also starts with I think our generation dropping the ball. Like what we learned from our peers beforehand, we didn't pass down to the youngins like we did. Like how what Charleston White said, like all the real dudes, was out there teaching mostly us, because that was the generation under them. And then when they got locked up,
that was one of
we didn't pass the information that we got down. So then we left the weenie dudes that he said that was out there in the streets. So I think that's where we kind of dropped the ball. So in the aspect, we do have to tear down the culture of what they say they think is culture and bring in and rebuild it.
That's why I think Jamel asked one of the most important questions when we had Charleston White. It made me go, because he said,
rapper,
which caused them. I don't know how you worded it, but was it the rapper or the drug dealer?
Yeah,
that caused the most damage in our community.
Yeah. And how he answered that, man, I thought that was like, it made me think. Like,
he said the rapper.
He said the rapper.
Because they got the melody, they reached the masses.
Yeah, he said the rapper because the drug dealers back then didn't even know that what they were doing was wrong.
Yeah.
They didn't know. Because they had it so orderly. It was with so much order.
certain stuff.
You
We
could
had
you
rules,
could
guidelines.
kind of see though the difference because
Oh, yeah, definitely. You
the
can see
drug
that.
dealers was drug dealers.
Yeah.
They wasn't users.
Yeah.
And the rappers are users.
Yeah, correct.
You're right, because our generation we promoted hustling. We promoted selling drugs.
Yeah.
I can remember when I came back home and people was like, they was rapping about their packs, how they get high off coke. But one thing I want to go back to it, I think the Winnie dudes came before us.
Huh?
You think so?
Yeah, because check this out, we still our generation, our age, we was the last people that if you gave them a pack, we're gonna bring your money back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We can work on for consignment. Yeah, compared to
even though you was doing wrong,
yeah.
you still like if I still owed you, even though I took that from you, if I still owed you that money,
Yeah.
I was gonna bring it back to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want nobody in the streets. I didn't want my name.
name.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can't get nothing. But then to me, after that, that's when after our era, that's when the music went down. Right?
Yep. You did. You're right.
That's when morals went down. And that's when
Ron, what time you think this was?
now
I'm
this,
about to put you on the
let's say I'm
spotlight.
50. I'll be 50. God damn, I'll be 50 next month. I'll be 50 next month. Let's say I got in the street in the 90s, right? I got in the street in the early 90s. But I'm saying from 88, because that was the glory. If you've been hustling, 88 was a glorious year. You know what I'm saying? 90s, from 80s to 90s, to me, it still was together. But to me, 95, I'm going to say 97. And known to me, 95, 97 is that when things change. Gangster music was wild. Gangster music was in full effect. Now, everybody's killing right now. So, lyricists were still going with. Pac dropped his last album,
Oh yeah,
97.
that was the death.
Okay.
Pac died in 96, Big
Yeah.
died in 97, and those were two of the top tier. The way
Yeah.
they go out, gangster.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Pac dropped the hell of a gangster album in why I keep saying 96?
I mean, that was 95.
Because it was November. It was
All Eyes on
95
Me.
November.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about Machiavelli.
No, Machiavelli came out after Life After Death, and that was
Yeah.
after Life After Death came out in March.
Yeah.
of 97.
But yeah, that's
So
when
not-
that's
so-
when a lot of
so
change.
everything- and our two leaders, I want to say that maybe the herders within the musical industry, there was no leadership, and
But there was
everybody
no
got into it.
But even your leader, which the people that we call leaders, wasn't leaders.
Yeah.
Because you could say Big was a leader, but Puffy led him.
Well,
you
yeah,
could say
right.
Pac was a leader, but
Suge
Suge led
led
him.
him.
Right.
Yeah.
Both of them was led to their what?
Demise.
Demise.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
That's
crazy.
But then they sold more records than anybody, even
During
say
that time.
posthumously.
Well, I mean, only person that was really messing with them at that time was Snoop and Dre. They was messing with them during that time. The West Coast really came and really started blowing up.
Yeah, so musically,
musically that way. That's what. But like I said, it was more of a. It still wasn't on the killing situation. It was more of a boasting about what I have, what I do, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Until the East Coast West Coast thing came, then it was more about the killing. Then it got real when people really started dying. Because before then, we really didn't see that.
see, check this out.
Yeah.
You ain't a West Coast dude.
You're right.
Because it's before that. You going to West Coast is before that.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's why when y'all
yeah.
and even when y'all start talking about the rules and the codes, I wasn't outside like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I was straight in the fence. I was on the court or on the field or in the classroom. So it was definitely a shift though, or a change. you know?
Yeah, it definitely was a shift. I mean, I remember when the music
It makes
changed.
sense what he says
Yeah,
though. When you
yeah.
got young men being leaders and asked to do what adult
Oh, yeah.
men were
Oh,
once
yeah.
doing,
Oh, yeah.
the things do change drastically, and
correct.
you get women and children and stuff involved, and then that's it. You mix the music in with that, and it was just like the ultimate combination of.
But when women, like about that part, they said I didn't agree with everything he said.
Absolutely not.
Because
Yeah.
no, I ain't saying that was
that's what I
wrong,
mean.
but he was born in 77, right? I was born in 74.
Yeah.
Now he wasn't really in the street; he was an observer.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So some of them times, like he went back to the 50s stuff, but it was a little bit more. It was a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And but I can remember when one thing to say I can remember when, because you had pimps, you had prostitutes, right? Now, but when crack came, that kind of eliminated the pimp because she wasn't taking her. They still had pimps, but pimping was as strong as when I seen it. Because now the rock was a pimp.
Yeah.
So now I'm figuring, I ain't gonna give you this money. You done got me high, got me on heroin and stuff. I ain't giving this money to you. I'm gonna give your money to this drug dealer. And this drug dealer might be a young dude.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that kind of took that away, and that kind of sped up a lot of violence, sped up things like that.
Selling
that
crack
came in,
to pregnant women.
Yeah. See, and
Stuff like that, yeah.
because the morals were gone.
Yeah. No morals.
When I first got in the street, they was like, you don't mess with, you don't give this to kids. You don't give this to, you don't give this to pregnant women.
Right.
But then you had people out there said, well, if she don't get it for me, she gonna get it for somebody else.
That's when it changed.
Oh.
Or the thing is, or you out here in the street and you see your homeboy daddy come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
This is your homeboy daddy.
yeah.
Shoot, but if he don't get it for me, he gonna get it for somebody else.
Gotta
I
make
might
this
as well
sale.
get this bread.
Yeah. Gotta get this sale.
Yep.
That's a lot, man.
So that's still a good question though. Who was more damaging? That's his answer, his opinion.
But he was right. I go with it with the rapper. It's always
agree.
gonna be the rapper because the rapper's pretending. If I'm pretending this, showing you are pretending this, because there's a little boy right there, or a little child that's gonna take it
Well, let me
and
Go
think
with
it's
it.
real if you
Yeah.
don't have the right guidance.
Well, let me ask you this: if he sees movies, he sees the Terminator, he sees that on TV.
Yeah.
Music is all entertainment. It's all entertainment.
But check this out.
But within his community, right? Within that young man, young woman's, within their community, they go to the high school football games. They go to the high school basketball games. They know who the man or whoever you know who they are based on how the community even treats them and everything like that. That's more tangible, obtainable, because they see that within their own community.
But it's not a sale though. It's hard to sell that nowadays.
When everybody treats this is just from a different side. I ain't saying I don't agree with the music, but just looking at it from that community. If everybody in that community, if like you say, he's got the money, if the girls like him, if the fellas respect him, if Lord knows if he can play ball, if he can do that, he got the cars.
Yeah.
But see,
And,
I'm gonna go with you.
he's showing love, and he everywhere he go, it's all love. He buying the bar out.
Yeah.
He paying for food, and he in the grocery store. He buying people groceries who just happen to be in the store at the same time as him. He feeding, giving turkeys to the community. He buying toys. He's in church too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm gonna say about that though. Most of the time when they see that in front of the room, like you said, it's tangible. One of the time it's an ex-athlete. It's an athlete that didn't make it to the league or didn't make it to the next level, or he decided not to participate in that. What's the name? Started selling drugs. Just like when you listen to some of Big lyrics, he said, he had a wicked jump shot, but he rather sell the
Correct, Rob.
Yeah, because that's where the money is. So now if you actually verbally hearing that in your ears, but instead of just actually seeing, not actually physically seeing the person sell drugs, what's gonna be more, influenceable? What you heard, and it's like, okay, I can make more money selling drugs than me going out there shooting a jump shot. I didn't want to see myself playing football. Like they said, Big even said he wanted to play football. He played football, but he couldn't see himself doing, whatever, how many years, whatever. He decided to sell drugs. But so most of the time it is in their face because, like I said, it's usually an ex-athlete that come around. He was the good lineman, the quarterback, the person. I knew quarterbacks, and then it didn't pan out for him, or they just decided to say, oh nah. Somebody introduced and said, yo man, I'm coming around. I got a pocket full of money. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he like, oh man, I can make this money now compared to me waiting until I get into the league or possibly not get in the league. I'm going to sell these drugs.
That's what they do.
But see, the thing is, in my era, if you were a good athlete, we keeping you away from us.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? We keeping you away from us.
You so protected.
You can't come around us.
That's how they did me.
But going back to what you were saying, right? I didn't even forgot. But going back to what you were saying, the drug dealer ain't really gonna tell no kid to go kill nobody.
No.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The lyrics will tell you, shoot air everything out.
Spray them
you know what I'm saying?
Ram, yeah.
Spray everything, right?
Go to the grandma house and everything.
The drug dealer ain't gonna tell you to do that, especially no little kid, man. Because drama brings heat. And heat bring what? The police. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not trying to, especially if you're trying to make that money. You ain't trying to get the police involved. You ain't trying to get your spot ran up.
But let's go back to when we say the rapper. Not only that, right? And you said that entertainment part, right? I can watch the Terminator, right?
Right.
But I can watch the Terminator with my son or my daughter, right? But this music, they probably ain't gonna play in front of who?
Your parents.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now I got bold before and played something, and when my parents didn't have company, they had to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Luke never. I was like, wow. Wow. So, and the thing is, and when I tell my son all the time, this is entertainment, just like TV. That's not true. A lot of it's not true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, but you like it, and you hear it, and kids hear it. But listen, he already his life is already set. He's already did everything. So you like what he's saying, but that's not the life that he's probably living, because he wouldn't be around too long to live that life.
Right.
To be a rapper.
Right.
So that's how much. And then you say, what, you take a rapper, now you take a rapper with a great beat, and it's bumping and bumping and bumping. And I felt that when he said that, like he was saying, when you go to war and you have the drum. Man, when that drum go boom, like you was on the football field, and you heard a boom, 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 boom,
You got your anthems, and absolutely. I know the power. That's why I did agree. And for the most part, I do.
Yeah.
For the most part, I do. I'm just trying to
look at it from
from that community, because.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, like I stated in the podcast, like music is a drug. It's like you said, it's dopamine. It is definitely a drug. Like, it's crazy how I could be this big age. Like I said, I'll be 50 in February, so I'm right behind Jamel. It is big age that I could see that if you play Shook One's Mobb Deep, I still go back to that time when I was on the block, and I feel like, yo, you know what I mean? And I could be riding in the car going to church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just, that's how powerful music is, that to the point that you have to know how to differentiate what they're saying to your life. Because if you know that you're not a drug dealer, you know that you don't got ops. If you go to school, like we used to say that in college, it's like, yo, you ain't killing nobody, man. You in college, you taking economics, bro. Like, chill out. It's music, you know what I mean? Like, so you got to take it to that level. That's what you have to explain to your kids. Like, listen, this is their life. This is not your life. Now, if you decide to do music, I don't never want to hear you say, "Oh, my parents wasn't here and we was here." You know what I mean? Like, because you're trying to sell records.
Everybody,
I know people.
Everybody in the trenches.
I know people that do that.
You know what I mean? So
Go ahead.
That's crazy.
So that's the whole thing. You have to, like I said, I think that our generation has changed though a little bit, because like I said, you have more 2-family parent homes now compared to, some only having that one parent. So you just have to be there in your kid's life and influence them the right way. Not saying and give them other options. There's so many options. We spoke about that throughout the year, like tech school. There's so many options. You got to give them more options and let them know, like, everything is not entertainment. It's good if you're great, it's gonna come through.
Yeah.
If it's not, hey, you got to find out. Have a backup plan.
Parenting never stops.
Yeah, never.
Parenting never stops because the world never stops evolving. They're going to continue to make music, whatever you call it, gangbanging music.
Yeah.
They're going to continue to make that.
Yeah.
And it's going to continue to appease kids. It's going to continue to appease kids. So that's why you got to make sure that your parenting is at an all-time high, because you're going to have to direct and redirect and redirect. That never stops.
That's what it's for, though.
Yeah.
That's why.
But like I said, if you
whoever's, that's why I know it's a scheme to it.
It's a scheme.
Whoever's controlling the radio channels and who's playing this music over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Man,
But the best, I think, let me say this real quick. The
Yeah.
best saying I think you could tell your kids: don't sell your dignity for money.
How would you? You telling the kid that first word? Explain to the people that don't know what dignity is. And look at, I want to see the real dictionary dignity. I felt like Charlamagne on that one. So look it up.
Look up the word dignity.
What is the word dignity? Corey, you can look it up, Corey?
Yeah.
Okay. Just look up the word dignity, because You know, I be talking to Jamal. We like, yo, accountability.
Yeah.
Integrity is my job. That's just doing the
integrity.
right thing when ain't nobody looking.
Yeah, but
Dignity is
But you know what's so crazy? Before you say that, integrity done went out the window a long time ago for a lot of people. I mean, even I see that in grown people now. Like people don't have no integrity. Like you see, like I'm in charge of a team. So if someone mess up something, they might mess up something. It might be nobody around, but they will not come back and tell you they did it. But once we find it, it's like who was last? And now we got to play investigator. Like who was last in this area, or whatever. And they were saying integrity done went away.
I hate that. Yeah. That's why I keep it. That's why I keep it with me. I'm always strapped with integrity.
So what's the
other game? My bad. I ain't mean to interrupt you.
Hold on, it went away. Dignity.
You got it.
The state or quality of being worthy of honor or respect.
All right.
The state or quality of being.
You got a
worthy
breakdown
of
on that.
respect. A man of dignity and unbending principle.
Yeah.
A sense of pride in oneself, self-respect.
So simply put, dignity is knowing who you are, right? Mm-hmm. And not compromising that at any time.
Yep.
Like if it goes against your beliefs, then I'm just not going to do it. We're just not going to do it.
Well, see, I know with that being said, when you say something like that, people can adjust to what their code is to make it seem like they got dignity.
Yeah, they can. You can. They can.
That's just like
That's everywhere.
But that's what people do nowadays.
Yeah.
That's like going back to say, I'm telling the truth and you saying I'm judging you.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Or I'm telling you the truth, but I'm hating.
Yeah.
Now are you the victim?
Yeah, because
they're the victim.
Yeah, because now
That's true.
like dude said, dude said you get mad because you let the words hurt you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the words are the truth.
Yeah. A hit dog will holler every time.
But like I said, dignity, you see that every day though, that nobody don't respect their dignity. They do anything on social media now for money. They got a page. You ain't a girl that you see, you know is not in her. But somebody told her, hey, if you take off some clothes, you do this, such, you're gonna get all these followers. Or if you go get
everybody respects the bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're selling your dignity for money.
Yeah.
Bag.
Yeah. We put more focus
Now,
on
ain't nothing wrong
money.
with getting a bag now.
We put more focus on it.
It's just what you do with it. You got to have a bag. You can't eat it if you ain't got no bag.
Yeah, but
people being
You can't feed them girls without no bag.
But certain stuff you can't
I ain't saying
compromise.
your bag. I ain't gonna say you got to sell all that for a bag.
Yeah.
But when you
Get
make
you a little bit of-
But when you put the focus on the bag,
There you go.
When
When you make a
you put the focus on the bag, think about this now. There's been things on TikTok that women. I'm not knocking women, but women were saying, if you take me to Cheesecake Factory and this, you can stay over there because we put so much emphasis on things like that, man. That it's crazy now.
That's our culture.
That's us.
That's what's
like
wrong.
it's crazy.
That's crazy.
But we've done that. We've done that. Our culture has done that.
Top.
Like that's crazy.
It is.
What is your culture?
Our culture.
We don't.
Yeah. What is your culture?
Our culture
'Cause it's easy to put everything under the culture.
Yeah.
We need to get back to putting it to the people so you can go back to the person.
Yep.
Sometimes the culture to me is just an excuse and not to blame anybody.
Yeah, but we did. It was the culture though. We did have it. Like we have it. We had it, and we kind of operate in it, and then we let it go. It's gotten out of control now. Anybody can. We were the creators.
Who?
We were black people.
Okay.
Us.
All right.
And what happened was, first of all, we that's going down another rabbit hole.
Let's go. Wherever you wanna
First
go,
of all, we're so welcoming. We're the most welcoming
And
people.
forgiving.
And forgiving. And in the entire race of people. Mm-hmm. And what happened was we hand it away. We freely give it away, the culture, give it away. And that's why you see other people imitating what we've created.
Yeah. Anytime.
And turning around and monetizing what we failed.
Even if we do come up with, originate, generate, whatever, invent,
Yeah.
at some point in time, whoever that person is, will sell it.
Yeah, we'll sell
It can be bought.
Yeah.
And everybody within the black community will say, well, they got their bag.
Yeah.
Got to respect the bag.
Yeah, you got to. That's what they say. You got to.
Okay, the definition of culture, it says the customs, arts, social institutions,
we don't
and
have it.
achievements of
We own all of
particular
that.
nation, people,
We own all
or
of that.
other social groups.
We've owned all that.
It says the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarding collectivity.
Yep.
We ain't got. I don't think
collectively.
I don't think we have one because we're divided. We're divided.
We are now
with the North, South, the West. What's in common? What do we have in common?
The only thing that you could, if you want to go back to think about slavery days, it was cooking.
I was about to say food and music.
Food and music. Yep, that was our culture. That's what we brought to this nation of the United States. That they knew us for cooking. And the crazy part about it,
I mean, yeah,
but the food's killing you now.
Yeah, it is.
Services and entertainment.
But you know what?
That's how we had to make it taste good. We had to add all that stuff.
But not our food. Because the same chicken we eat now, my grandmother we had chickens running around in the yard.
Yeah, she grew them chickens.
Yeah,
though.
she grew them. Yeah, but the food now has changed. We ain't do that.
That's why I say that. That's why it's killing us.
Yeah, it's killing us now.
Because any serious situation, anything that going on, the first thing we do is eat and dance.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's what that.
that's everything.
And dance. Now, check this out.
Entertainment.
Especially now. Okay, check this out. First, I did a study, right? And I was on social media doing a study. But every time something happened, like if I said this is the women right here, men have sometimes things like this too. When you go to a woman and you say something nice to her or something, she's talking to her friends and they say something nice, the first thing she started to do is dance and turn around.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Now, a guy, you come up to him, okay, let's say we was in the club, and when I see you, the song come on, or we talking about something, first thing they started to dance. So we fool, man. We still dancing. When every other culture is standing up and saluting, when it comes on, we dancing.
And
we sing it. We sing it to get a look.
So it's ingrained in us, right? So that's
what
who we
doing.
are, though.
That's what we've been
That's
doing.
who we are.
Services. We were the servants. We were brought here to do services, whether it's labor, entertain, or to nurture.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah. Man,
That's what we do.
labor gone. No, we don't labor no more.
Well, you take that away, right? Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. So we don't do that anymore. But that used to be a part of what our culture.
Yeah.
we had a farmer. Yeah. We had somebody who had a garden.
Yeah.
We had somebody in the family who might have had a hog farm.
Yeah.
Or a pig farm. You know what I mean? We had somebody where we bartered things off. There were plumbers in the family.
Yeah.
You know, electricians in the family.
But like I said, we had a lot of. If you think back, we had a lot of people that invented stuff that was us. And then, like I said, only thing that the other races did is threw money at it to try to make it better. We the one that invented this stuff. Majority of the stuff that's going on here in the United States, or going on here in most of the countries.
And a lot of times you had to sell it or you died.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you had to sell it or they take it away from you.
You had a choice.
You know what I'm saying? So I give some people, I give a lot of people back there a pass and miseducation. You know what I'm saying? I have a great grandmother that owned a lot of land in Darlington a long time ago, right? But so if I'm telling the story right, she wasn't very educated. If I'm telling the story right, she used to go and they say she had a charge account at the store, on the face. So if I'm telling it right, it got so big that they end up taking her land because of that.
I could see it.
Taking the land because of that, because she couldn't read or write. So you good with the hands, but like black people, we get beat with paperwork all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every day we still getting beat with paperwork.
Yeah.
We don't read it.
People, that saying goes a long way. You can hide anything in the book from.
We don't read it.
Yeah. It's sad that, like I said, we do more of listening and believing what someone else tells us instead of doing your own investigation and reading and finding out for yourself. That's why you could tell we can still get beat by paperwork. Why people still getting scammed?
Yeah.
To this day, people get scammed every day.
Now people get scammed off emotion too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay,
that's
like
true.
People,
that's true. Yeah, they get
scammed off emotion.
That's true too.
But I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back way back. One time we weren't allowed to read. You know what I mean? So at that time, when every other culture, every other race could read and was promoting reading and promoting mathematics, promoting education, we weren't allowed to have none of that. So look how long from that started until it ended. We was already behind because we couldn't read for them to keep going.
Yeah.
So everybody was reading before us, and it was a big thing.
reading. That
So
much.
now, when we did get some kind of freedom, now it's about survival. So reading still wasn't a big thing because it wasn't instaured, if I said it right, back then. Now, today, do you have an excuse not to read? No. But I can still see how some effects it could, because my mom ain't tell me to read because they ain't tell him to read, but my great-great-great-granddaddy didn't even know how to read.
Right.
So how was he going to promote you need to read?
Yeah.
You need to read, take school smart. I mean, take school serious.
because he ain't have no testimony on it.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like
talk about
this.
that in my house.
Listen, I feel like this. Then I feel like anybody with a listening ear that would listen to this podcast or listen that you talking to amongst people. If you feel that you're the smartest person in your family or next to the smartest person in your family, break that mold.
Man,
Yeah, you can't, though.
they'll call you. They'll call you out.
You can't.
If
can't
you
break
go,
it.
if you go and try, in a lot of families, right? If you go and try to teach something different, you better than them.
Yeah.
If you go and get something better,
You saying,
now he high on the horse.
But see, that's in our culture too.
That's our
You
culture.
know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's in our culture.
But sometimes you have to break it down to their level to make them understand. Sometimes, just like you said, people get bamboozled. Our people still get bamboozled now.
Okay,
You use that tactic. You gotta to teach them
It's
something.
hard
Okay.
to break it's hard to break the conditioning of when someone speaks to economic progress or the stock market or something like that. For the majority of the room or the people to be like, here go with this
Yeah.
smart.
how could you
Smart
teach?
yard.
But check this out: how could you teach economics and stock markets to a person that
Don't have a bank
years
account.
ago
They don't even have a bank account.
Man, you took my words.
Yeah, because I know where you was going. Like, you're gonna sit and talk to your family about generational wealth, right? And some of them don't even have a bank account. How you gonna talk about generational wealth? They don't even listen to you.
At that time, they ain't gonna want to listen. Now it might hit
Pull
them
them to the
then.
side,
Yeah.
maybe. Pull them to the side. Yeah.
I mean, but you had, like I said, I just think you. I
gotta.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna interrupt you. I just don't want to forget.
I was good.
Okay, you said break them down, right? Mm-hmm. So just examples, right? Mm-hmm. I want you to get your uncle, your cousin, your niece, and your another uncle, right? Mm-hmm. Tax time. Tell everybody to put $1,000 in this pot. Yeah, look at you like you crazy.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, look at you like you crazy.
That's true.
Yeah, you know why? I mean, times have changed in finance wise because of things have going up in inflation. So I can understand people being a little bit more leery and scared. I think that that plays a part in some households. And I ain't gonna say everybody. In some households, it might play a big part for them because like $1,000 is not $1,000 no more. $1,000 is basically like $100 now. You got $1,000 and you could blow that in 2 days if you
One day.
Yeah. I mean, depending on your family size and whatever you got, whatever you have. But the thing is, like, you have to try to find some type of way, some type of tactic to try to break that generational curse in some type of way, or to make a change in some type of way. Even if you're only touching one person, you might have 30 people in your family, touch one, and then they see that one girl, then tell that other one, hey, we need to break it down to this cousin. It has to try to trickle down some type of way for us to make some type of influence.
You know what I've learned?
Yeah.
I've learned that in this life, like,
Yes.
when I try to break generational curses, I'm breaking it with the younger ones.
Yes.
Because the older ones, I ain't fighting with you no more.
Yeah.
I ain't fighting because it becomes frustrating because at a certain point you are who you are.
Mm-hmm, you're right.
When you 40 and 50, 60,
Yeah.
you ain't changing.
Yeah.
I know a group of men right now that will not change for nothing. You can come and tell them there's $1 million right around the corner. They ain't going. They ain't going. No matter what you tell them, they old. They set in their ways. They're not going. So don't fight that fight.
Right.
Fight the fight to the generation that have perceivably have the more years to run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good job. Good thing. But you know what? If you tell me it's $1,000 over there, that means I got to walk over there and get it.
Yeah.
Now, when I go over there and get that $1,000, my life ain't like it was yesterday.
It ain't like it was
So I ain't
yesterday.
$2 hustling no more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That means I just might have to do something.
Right.
I might just have to pay somebody some money back.
Right.
I might just have to make a way for. Now I'm going to the drastics. I might just have to buy some groceries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I might just have to give my mama some money on the rent.
Right.
Man, that's a lot of responsibility.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
But I can get this $2. This $5.
Yeah.
Get me something to drink.
Yeah.
Get me a Lucy. Sit around a barrel all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And something happened for that person to be like that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
He was misled somewhere, or he was never shown that there's another way. You know what I'm saying?
He's been left at the door.
Yeah. So when you come to talk to him, like if you came to talk to him, you come to talk to him, right?
Yeah.
But you jumping out something nice, looking nice.
Yep.
You ain't gonna reach me. You know how you gonna reach me?
Meet me where I'm at.
Meet him where I at,
Yep.
and hope that he meets you.
Yep.
So you might have to meet him with what? A drink.
Yep.
You might have to meet him walking.
You're right. You're right.
That's what Jesus did.
Yeah.
But most people is a I ain't gonna say
I agree with that.
Man, say that. Let's go, man.
No, it's real talk,
Let's
man.
go.
No, I was.
It's real
So
talk.
if you don't say it, we're gonna find you.
Most people.
Yeah. $5 in the bucket.
most people is comfortable. That's what we always say. They get comfortable when they get set in a way and get comfortable when they.
I wouldn't
they're
even say they comfortable. They're just
some people are though.
In a broad sense,
Some people are comfortable.
in a broad sense, because they can't be comfortable. If we're gonna use that example, you know what you were saying about the drink and the Lucy.
Yeah,
That
I think
that's not even that's complacent.
Yeah.
they can place it, but
Because they could be more comfortable.
Yeah, but
that takes effort.
But you had to see it too. Now sometimes
Yeah, I'm
not ready to.
But comfortability leads to complacent. That's the thing. When you start getting comfortable in certain things, this is like staying at a job longer than what you're supposed to. You get comfortable because you're so used to working that schedule. You're so used to be able to do what you want to do. Because you think about it, when you go to a job and you start learning the ins and outs, you're like, oh, I know I could go over here at this time and just chill out, take a quick nap, or what's the name. You get comfortable. And you know you can get a better job because you start doing that. So you start getting comfortable of doing that. So now he's like, man, and then you look at your check at the end of the week, you're like, man, I need to make more money. But you don't want to leave because you everything is set into place. So you hate to do something new or try something new or get a new job where they have to be more strict rules, and so you like I said, you get complacent. Comfortability leads to complacent.
The other piece of that, man, is a lot of times, man, those people who we see as comfortable, they've been mistreated. Not mistreated. Mistreated is not the right word. They've been. I call it left at the door. I can't think of another phrase. Well, like you fooled. Yeah. They've been fooled at some point to where, hey, if you do X, Y, they've been scammed, and they don't want to put any more energy and effort in that. And I understand that, but I also understand getting back on the horse.
Yeah,
and trying, and because as a man, especially a man that's responsible for somebody. If you're responsible for somebody or something, you can't be comfortable. You can't, as a parent, your job is to, we said earlier, you never stop being a parent. And as a parent, your job is to try to provide your kids with the best life possible. Not the best life that you think you can give them.
Yeah.
The best life possible. That's two different lives. And sometimes we don't do that. We use, this is what we use. Well, I got it. I got people around me that say that. Well, I got it out in the mud. They should get it out in the mud too. That's crazy. I don't even want to be your friend no more when you say stuff like that. Why would you want them to get it out of the mud if you made it so they don't have to get it out of the mud?
Yeah.
We're the only people that say that. You don't hear no white person say, I want my child to get it out of the mud. No, they created something to give to them.
You know what
Asian people.
You know what they created?
Get it out of the mud.
They created nepotism. That's what white people created. They created nepotism. You think that it's not going to be a white person in charge? They're not going to get their family member inside the same job. No, they're going to make money.
Yeah.
They're not going to. You not think they're not going to get their person? Somebody else saying get them a job and say, hey, I'm going to get you all the time. Nepotism is a big word. Nepotism is a big word, man.
But
like
they're supposed to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you're supposed to.
They're supposed to.
But we don't do that. Oh no, I ain't telling my cousin about that. They might wind up making more money than I make, or I don't want them coming in here because. Prime example. That's what it is. They hate to see. Yeah,
that's the culture. Jamel, that's what it was. That's what we've become.
Yeah,
culture, man.
They don't want. Like I said, we don't want to see that. I don't care if I tell somebody, hey, you come get a job at my job. You need a job. I'm trying to help you out. But and they make more money than that was for them.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you might take your money
and manage it differently,
have more. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It ain't about the money.
No, it's not.
My dad always told me that.
It ain't about the money.
My dad said it ain't about the money.
It's about what it look like.
It ain't about the money.
You know what I'm saying?
What you can make it do.
Like
How
I
you
tell-
make that money work for you.
Man, and I fell victim to that before.
Yeah.
Man,
We all fell victim to that.
hey, yo,
If you think about it, and
I had a big car with rims and everything, but
Yeah.
struggling to put gas in it.
everybody fell. Like I said, everybody fell a victim to that.
I had a car and couldn't afford the tires, man. My dad said, I don't know why you got this car. Man. Take this car, man.
Get a car with 19s on it.
can,
Oh,
yeah.
you had a Benz.
Yeah, I had a Benz.
Yeah. I knew.
My dad said, I don't know why you got this car. Take this car back. Man.
I knew people
can't
like
even
that. I
afford
knew
the
people in my
tires.
family.
Hold on.
I know.
Go
That's
ahead.
exactly why.
Donnell.
That's exactly why.
Hey, hold on.
Who is down there?
Donnell Camp. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
I thought that was it. I don't got that number saved.
That's my office number.
Oh, okay. My fault. What's going on, brother?
I'm listening to y'all, and one thing I want to encourage you to do, as you said, drugs and the things that impacted us with rap music. Who owned the radio station? We
That's
always
what you
let
said.
them put that filth in our neighborhood. Country radio never allowed rap.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Kept it clean.
Yep.
And ain't nobody ever got killed in country music.
Yeah.
That's right. It's about that dollar.
It's about the
They always sit there and plot how they can get us to turn against us
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
create wealth, or
Right.
supposedly wealth.
Yeah.
If you look on Forbes 400 list, 50 freaking billionaires own 2/3 of the wealth in the world.
50.
There's 400 billionaires listed in that list this year. You got to get to 380 something before you see somebody black that's a billionaire.
Crazy.
So he ain't
So
making
rap
no
music was
decisions.
brought in to make money.
Right.
They
They
stole it.
couldn't filter. They didn't want to get their hand dirty with drugs because they had enough whites doing that. So they turned to rap. Oh, you doing good because you think about the Sugar Hill gang. I'm telling my age, but when Sugar Hill came out, they was clean.
Yeah.
Then we evolved the NWA.
Yeah.
And they kept getting. We got to expose who's been causing our problems. All our life, we let them elect our leaders. What you gentlemen are doing there is telling the truth, straight talk.
Yeah.
Keep putting it out there.
No doubt. Appreciate
Will
you, brother.
do. Will do.
We will do. And
I
that's what
appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir. He's right, man.
Yeah,
That's
he's
who
definitely right.
controlling it.
He controlling it.
And they push. They pump
And they
it,
only push that kind of music.
all
But that-
day
but
Even back in the
long.
day, because if you watch, I was watching Aretha Franklin. Jennifer Hudson was playing Aretha Franklin the other day, and she said, "No, I want to take a break from this." Aretha said, "I want to sing gospel music. I want to do a gospel album." The white man said, "No, wait a minute. Why do you want to do that?" And she was like, "No, I want." But see, even they still, no, we got a certain music that we got to have spinning on this radio
Yeah.
to generate interest.
Yeah. That's what. Because when you could tell, man.
Back in the day,
Listen. You could tell how the rap has evolved. Evolved. Excuse me. Like you said, he said Sugar Hill Gang. Now I remember when I was growing up, you had songs like Self Destruction. We all in the same gang. What happened to them albums? What happened to them album cuts? Now they want everybody against it.
I want my points.
Yeah,
I ain't making with my cut.
I want,
splitting that pie 12 ways.
listen, but it was influencing the country. If you want to say the culture of saying, hey, you don't want to be the demise of what's the name. Self destruction was if you listen to that, what they were saying, it was all positivity that they was talking about. But they went away from that because they didn't want that. They didn't want us to outgrow them.
Yeah, but even look at
I was singing "Getting Jiggy with It."
if you think about all the, I'm trying to think now. Most of the, if not all of the artists that were in that song, "We All in the Same Game," they weren't part of the major rap music and hip hop culture push from the major markets. None of them. KRS-One.
Like, that was self-destruction. You talking about self-destruction?
Yeah, both of them. We all in the same game, or self-destruction. Anybody. Who you? Stetsasonic.
Easy was in there.
Easy was in there.
All in the same game.
On the same game.
But what did they use? But see, you got to look at why he was selected. Because it was a lot of people who was selling records. It was a variety of groups and artists and stuff like that. It was enough for everybody. But all of a sudden, it was only like one level, one style of rap was the only one that was really being pushed to the front and promoted.
Yeah.
And
as far as and pumped to the youth.
It's exactly what Charleston White said, though. He said they're the only ones that's making money off of our demise. Did he say something like that? Like, they're the ones that are making money off our demise.
Yeah, because they
profiting.
The ones who, when they began getting the money, then that's when they began to be able to put that into the face of the ones who wasn't getting the money.
Right.
And then if it's all about the money and the bag, who you want to be like? Them broke rappers over there, them broke smarty art backpack rappers.
Yeah, using proper
you
English.
Know what I'm saying? you want to go over there and use some syllables?
Listen, that's why.
Or you want to to throw your guns in the air?
Listen, that's why them people sold their dignity for money. Because behind them doors, they told them, "Hey, you push this narrative right here, we'll give you this. But if you want to go do just like you said, if you want to go do that, be that smart rap, that's what you're gonna get over there.
We're gonna let you go.
Yeah, we'll let you go. You go over there to do that. You don't want
good luck with that because we're not gonna put you to the forefront of anything.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna give you the big budgets.
That's crazy.
Check this out. You're 18 years old. You come from the projects. Everybody at your house is poor. It's 10 of y'all in a 2-bedroom apartment. You can rhyme. You get a major record deal. I'm gonna give you $2 million. $2 million will bring my whole family out the projects.
Everybody.
But this is the type of music that we need you to make. That's hard for an 18-year-old to make the right choice at that time. So let's break out the dynamics. What I said 10 of y'all live in the house.
Yeah, you gotta take the money.
9 times out of 10, ain't no father there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So at this time, didn't nobody really try to stall no kind of morals in you because it's hard. You know what I mean? So at that time, you feeling like, yo, this will change. I can get my mom out of here. This will change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So from not having no guidance, it keeps going so far back.
Yeah. Why you want
that at that time it's easy for me to make that choice to sell, not knowing that I'm selling my people out.
Right.
It's to me, I'm pulling my people out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your immediate family.
Yeah.
And that's who you're willing to sacrifice for. Because the way you feel and how the world has treated you, the majority of the world and the people up the block don't upstairs, downstairs, left, right, they don't care nothing about you. Like those 10 people in that apartment, right? So if I can do something to help these 10 people in this apartment with me, nobody's gonna fault you for doing that. But you got to look at who's, when somebody give you some money, you're gonna always be in debt to them. You gonna owe them something. Ain't nothing for free.
Yeah.
So you can't, I will never blame them for bringing their family out of the slums or whatnot.
Yeah, you gotta take that money.
But see, I wasn't saying no blame. I'm just saying,
you
see the reason.
That's the
why
game, though.
I understand.
That's the game, though.
Yeah.
But that's why they stole, hijacked hip hop. There was other artists that they could have offered that $1 million, that $2 million to.
Because if you're responsible for something, you have to give your family the best life possible. And that you got to take the money. You got to do what you got to do.
But then, like I said, you still can.
But you can still be true to who you are inside of our walls, inside of ours.
And still, again, on the other side, we as parents, we as the parents, and we as a generation, it's our responsibility to tell our kids that what he's saying is not true.
Yep.
Yeah,
this is TV.
You better do
because
that.
just like you seen Arnold Schwarzenegger kill everybody.
Yeah.
He was a governor.
He was a governor. Yeah.
He was a governor.
Yeah.
Tell him this is not true. Explain to him that he's doing this to get the money because this is entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you another thing too. Like we as
that's good. He's an entertainer.
Well, yeah, that's another thing too. We don't explain the definition of these words to our kids. Like entertainment, it's entertainment. Entertainment. Break down the word entertainment. It's for you to get entertained. Entertained. Yeah. Like we gotta start doing that to our youth. We gotta explain to them like this is entertainment. This is not. I mean, yes, you can get paid off of entertainment, but this is not reality. It's a difference. It's not even a fine line between them. It's totally two different worlds. Yeah. Entertainment and reality is two different worlds.
But check this out, Daddy. He didn't say some real stuff that just summed my whole life up.
Yeah, don't matter. Don't matter. Yep.
That's why
you know what I'm saying.
So respect to that artist. He's a good artist, right?
And I'm asking. You know what I would ask? I would say, but is that your reality though? Is that your reality? He might sum up your whole life. Is that currently your reality?
Some kids are.
Yes. Yeah, for some kids it is. Yeah. But I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying.
Some kids with families.
And if it's the majority of them, that's what's scary because the majority of them, that probably is their reality.
Because
come on in.
New Jack City messed a lot of people up.
What you mean?
Changed my whole life.
Well, you can say the same thing about Scarface.
Yeah. I was getting that too. That was the first one I seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the entertainment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I'm thinking that, okay, now when I seen Nino, I'm doing the same thing as Nino, but I'm still on this level. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm relating to this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it's driving me.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After I came out that movie theater, I was going to be Dino.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I didn't have no guidance for nobody to tell me that, Jamel, that's
entertainment. That's a movie.
I knew right or wrong. I always knew right or wrong, but at that time I was so amazed by Nino Brown, by Nino and G Money.
Yeah.
Everybody around me, you know what they wanted to be? Nino and G Money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And if you're getting that money, it's hard to tell anybody that money makes it real, man.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna say is,
that money make it real, bro.
We have the music, but you got to explain to your kids. You got to explain to some of these grown folks too. Yeah, that's entertainment. All right,
because they leading the kids.
Because and that's dangerous. Yeah, that's dangerous.
That's our culture.
That's our culture. So break it down to that is our what?
That's our culture.
My name is Jamel Lai. This is 119 Media Group, and we out of here.
Live better, do better.